Part 1.
Hi lovies, get ready with me as I talk about how I was racial profiled, yes, right here in Denmark, by a certain person from a certain organization that I don't want to mention here, but yeah, so this is how it went. So this person called me in their office for personal reasons, so which I did go. Then, I don't know how the conversation started, but we're talking about the showers. Then he says, so then I mentioned, I'm like, oh, mostly when I'm going to bath every day in the morning, I'm always the first person because the showers are always dry. And then this person proceeds and says, oh yeah, we rarely bath here because we want to save water because water is expensive here in Denmark. And I said, okay. So that's one of the culture shocks as well. So I'm like, all right. And I'm like, oh, but how come? How is water expensive? Because there are certain things that you don't know. Like when you're moving from a different country, you don't know about the pros and cons and stuff like that. So I wasn't aware about the water situation. So I'm like, okay. Then he proceeds and says, oh yeah, you can't know anything because you're from Zambia and Zambia has no water because it's a landlocked country. So that's why you people tend to bath every day. So he said, that's why you people bath every day because you have no water in Zambia. So I'm like, okay, what makes you say that? What makes you say we don't have water in Zambia? He's like, oh yeah, because I've seen you're a landlocked country and you have no sea coast or ocean coast, you have no beach, and I've seen you have difficulties in finding water. So I'm like, okay. So I'm like, okay. Then I asked this person, I'm like, okay, let me ask, have you ever been in Zambia? Then he says, yes, I have been in Zambia. Then I asked again, I'm like, oh, so if you have been in Zambia, which part of Zambia have you been to? Then this person proudly says, I have been in Zambia in Dola, where you come from, because my family is in Dola. In Dola and Livingstone. So I'm like, oh, okay, that's nice. So since you've been to Livingstone, and which part of Ndola? Then he says Kanini. And I'm like, oh, since you've been in Kanini and Livingstone, so which part of Livingstone have you visited? Then he proceeds and saying, I've been to the Victoria Falls. So I'm like, oh, okay. Which season did you visit the Victoria Falls? Then he goes like March, May. So I'm like, okay, that's nice because I mean, I'm not rude. Like you tell me, I will listen. That's the way I am. I'm like, all right, that's good. So you visited Livingstone during March and May. So how was the flow of the falls? And it goes like, oh, it was a lot and the like. It seems like there's a lot of water during that season. Yeah, during that season. I'm like, okay, that's nice. So then I asked him, I'm like, okay, since you said Zambia does not have water, so what is found in the Victoria Falls? Like, what is found there? What do you see? What attracted you to go to Livingstone and see the force. And like, oh, water. So I'm like, you said we don't have water. And the reason why we bath every day is because we lack water in Zambia. And oh, he also said we Zambians get dirty a lot. That's why we bath. Like, oh no, because your skin is dirty. And that's the reason you bath every day. Because you have to be clean. Because you have a dirty skin. Okay. So yeah, then I asked him like, okay. So you said the force is what attracted you to visit Livingston. So now, does that mean Zambia has no water? Then he says, oh no, I didn't mean it in that way. In case you took it in an offensive way. So I don't know, you guys. Put it in your comment section. Did I overreact? But I didn't respond. But I felt like it was a bit inappropriate for him to tell me, the reason why you guys bath every day is because you don't have water from where you come from. So for me, it didn't sit well with me till today. I still think about it. Then the other thing is, like here, one actually some person. The other thing was, this person was against my dress code in the sense that, because mostly I would wear jeans because because jeans are comfortable. So this person tells a friend of mine, saying, so you and Mavis should stop wearing the type of clothes you wear. Because your figures are showing in the type of clothes you wear. So you need to buy clothes that don't show your body structure. So he didn't tell me direct, so he told my friend. So I was like, okay. Then she told me what she was told to tell me. Now, I didn't take it like offensively, because I felt like if he wasn't courageous enough to tell me, there wasn't need for me to follow what he said. Despite him having the authority and stuff like that. So when she told me, I told her, go and tell him if he wants me to change my dress code, he has to buy me clothes. I felt like that was the reasonable answer at that point. And I didn't find that comfortable because everyone at that point, or at the place where I was, they would wear literally everything. And being summer here in Denmark, like people would wear even bum shorts. Like people would wear bum shorts. Like even their small small behind showing. And no one thought of talking about it. But when it came to me, like it was a big problem. So I wasn't really happy about it. Like literally they would comment about every little thing. Everyone would like make a joke about it or a comment about it, about my chest or my backside. Like I felt like they exaggerated the situation because I don't really have like a big behind. So I feel like sometimes there's certain things that you don't have to say to people because you've been exposed and you have the knowledge about certain things, but why the shade, why the hate? Like it doesn't make sense. Why do you want to show your ignorance even if you have an idea of certain things in certain places? So I'm not really comfortable with that. So I'm like, why the ignorance when you have the knowledge about something? And you being like a respectable person, like being a leader, and you are showing such ignorance. And you, I don't want to say the word, but if you show love towards everyone, but in the other sense, behind the closet, you are somebody else saying this. I feel like those are racist thing. That was a racist thing to say about me. Like, you don't bath, you have a dirty skin. Like, that's so inappropriate. Like, that's so mean, man. I am proud of being black. I have no regrets. Not even a bit. But him saying that made me feel so bad. And I think my ego was broken a bit. Because I am one person that has so much confidence. But him saying we are dirty people, like, that was so rude. And he smiles like in my face when he kiss my hair. Yeah, but don't take it in an offensive way about what I said about the water. But either way, then he says, oh, if you want clothes, there's a place where you can get second-hand clothes. Don't get me wrong, I do wear second-hand, but like in the way he put it, like, oh yeah, because you also don't have clothes in Zambia. Like, what do you people think? Like, we just come from a bush? I don't know. Like, him showing the ignorance for the fact that he has been to Zambia. So then I ended up telling him in a good way, not in a very bad way. I ended up telling him, saying, next time you go to Zambia, please make sure you have a very good look, and please record everything from the airport to your destination. Because I feel like most of the people here are shown only like a drop of things that happen. Yeah, I don't know if it makes sense. Like a drop of, just a little tiny thing. Like, they show them the bad side of each and every country, and yet they don't show them the good side. Like, I didn't see any of the pictures where they show, like, okay, Zambia has a mall, Zambia has roads. Yeah, we have bumpy roads, but there are some good roads. Like, Lusaka has very good roads. So I feel like, why do you want to show the bad side of a certain country if there are also good sides of it? Like, make it make sense. Like, balance everything. I don't know. Yeah, like, balance everything and say, okay, yes, this place is bad. They have challenges with certain things, but they also have good things, and these are the good things. So that even when you are presenting the pictures and videos you present to people here, let them know the good side of the place you visited, so they'll have an idea. Not everyone has traveled, and not everyone watches about other countries, but what you bring to them is what they take in, and that's what they reflect on. So please, those of you that travel to our African countries, please learn to say the truth of what you see, and please document everything. Thank you.